Alexander Graham Bell was a man driven by curiosity and compassion, born in Scotland in 1847 to a family fascinated by sound and speech. His father and grandfather were experts in elocution and communication, which deeply influenced young Alexander. As a child, he was intrigued by how people heard and spoke, and often tried to create simple devices that could mimic sound. But his life took a deeper turn when his mother began losing her hearing. Watching her struggle filled him with empathy and a desire to help the deaf communicate with the world. When Bell moved to Canada and later to the United States, he carried that mission with him. He began teaching at schools for the deaf, using innovative methods that helped his students learn to speak by feeling sound vibrations. One of his students was Mabel Hubbard, who later became his wife. She was deaf from childhood, and her intelligence and strength became a great inspiration for Bell, pushing him to combine his love of science with his compassion for people. During his teaching career, Bell continued experimenting with sound. He dreamed of creating a device that could transmit voice through electrical wires. This was a time when most scientists were focused on telegraphy and Morse code, but Bell wanted to take it further. He imagined people being able to talk to each other, even if they were miles apart. For many, this idea sounded impossible, but Bell believed it could be done. With the help of his assistant Thomas Watson, Bell spent endless hours experimenting in a small workshop. They faced constant failures, burnt wires, and broken instruments, yet Bell refused to stop. He often stayed awake all night, sketching ideas and testing new ways to make sound travel through electricity. One day in March 1876, while working on another version of his device, Bell accidentally spilled acid on himself and called out to Watson in the next room, saying, "Mr. Watson, come here, I want to see you." To his amazement, Watson, that was the first time human voice was transmitted electrically. The telephone was born. The moment marked the beginning of a new era in human communication. Bell filed his patent for the invention just hours before another inventor, Elisha Gray, who had been working on a similar idea. That timing made all the difference, and Bell's patent became one of the most valuable in history. He quickly gained fame and recognition, though he often said his true motivation was not money, but progress. As the telephone spread across the world, Bell became a symbol of human innovation. Yet fame also brought challenges. Some accused him of stealing ideas, while others doubted the usefulness of his invention. But Bell continued to move forward, improving his designs and focusing on education for the deaf. He founded schools and associations to help others find their voice and dedicated much of his later life to scientific research. Bell's curiosity never ended. He explored flight, experimented with metal detectors, and worked on ways to transmit sound through light waves, which later inspired fiber optic communication. He saw science as a way to serve humanity, not just to gain power. Even after he achieved success, he remained humble, often saying that every discovery was built upon the work of others before him. When Bell passed away in 1922, the world honored him in a unique way. Every telephone in North America went silent for 1 minute in respect for the man who had connected the world. That moment of silence spoke louder than any words could. The story of Alexander Graham Bell is more than just about the invention of the telephone. It is about empathy, perseverance, and imagination. His journey reminds us that great ideas often come from a desire to help others, and that the greatest inventions are born not only from intelligence, but from heart. Bell transformed the way humanity communicates, proving that sound could travel across wires and touch lives across continents. His legacy continues to echo every time we pick up a phone and speak to someone far away.